if you're a seller getting ready to sell your home, what are the things that you would recommend doing to your home that the return on the investment will be there? And or if you're a buyer and you don't have to do those things to the home, should they see a value on those types of improvements?
Yeah, so I mean, the best part about that question is that the majority of these things that can be done cost very little and most of the time nothing. So the biggest thing is like the first impression of a property when you roll up on it. And so, getting all the things cleaned up in the yard and the first presentation of the home. And so, it takes pruning trees and some paint, maybe cleaning windows. I mean, it's amazing. I was showing the home the other day and I could barely see out of the windows. And I'm thinking, you got to clean these windows. I mean, just to be able to look out, it shows so much better. So a lot of those things are done and decluttering inside that are just cheap. They're free. So those things, really focus on those initially because they cost you nothing other than time. And I know that we're all busy, and you're right. It's really hard. I think so many times I'm going to get to a point where I'm not as busy, but that's not happening. And it isn't for other people. So, but take the time to do that is the first step. All those things can be pretty inexpensive that can totally change the look of a property. But take away any objection you can, because here's what happens to a buyer. The buyer walks in and they're looking at some paint that needs to be done on a wall. Well, then they go, I'm going to have to paint this wall and probably the rest of the house. And so that's $3,000. So they immediately take off this number. Whereas if you're a seller, maybe you have it painted or it costs a gallon of paint and you're looking at maybe $100 to $500. So there's a big disconnect between the costs. And so the buyer, you like to do this, you round way up on everything. She rounds way up. So if something costs, if I come to her and I'm like, hey, this is going to cost $20. She said, it's like $50. So anyway, she rounds up, but that's what buyers do too. So they totally round up and it really doesn't cost that much. So take away those objections.